For you this afternoon, it's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. Well, Singy, when you consider the most gorgeous ballparks in the sport, this one right here, PNC in Pittsburgh, one of the best in the game.
And from where we sit, just a gorgeous view of downtown. You've got the bridges, the Allegheny River. In fact, we've seen some hitters hit the ball into that river, and perhaps we'll see that today.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Paul Skeens. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Gunnar Henderson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one missing inside. And the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The wind and the pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way. Kicks and deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. 3-2 now. And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
It's been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Ahmed Rosario now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Up and in, and it's 1-1.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Connor Falefa throws the first in time. 2 away here in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. In that 5 spot, a guy that's been struggling a little bit, Jordan Westburg.
Yeah, he just never got it going in the last month where he hit under 250. But I think with his ability, he should be able to turn things around and do it quickly. Just a couple of small adjustments, and I think he'll be right back on track to being the dangerous hitter we've all come to know.
Juan Soto in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? The 1-1. And there's a foul ball.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
And another ball. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next pitch way upstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Got him. 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here with my pal Siggy. And starting in this one, Grayson Rodriguez.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win. And I expect to see that from him in this one today.
O'Neal Cruz stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
Righty to the plate. A little bit high. 2-2.
It's a good take.
And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Nobody out. Runner at first.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
That misses. Ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And here it comes. In the air, left side. Cowser grabs it on the run. Here's a Pirates lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Liover Peguero.
And Boog, he's the table setter for this offense. Team leader and on-base percentage. I mean, that just gives your teammates plenty of chances to cash in and bring them around to score. Man, I used to love when I had a guy out in second base or third base. Easy to get those RBIs. Game after game, you know a guy like this, what he's going to provide and the opportunities that other guys are going to get in the lineup.
This one in the dirt. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Cruz, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Squirts away a little bit. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. And the pitch. Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
This is Joey Bart. Right through there for a strike. Rodriguez, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Pirates leave 1, scoreless after 1. second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Adley Rutschman stands in here, takes ball one low. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 3-0. Breaking ball through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Left-hand hitter waits. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball one.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Wouldn't chase that time. The 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Josh Bell. The wind to the pitch. And a good eye there. New pitcher now, Trevor Rogers. And the 1-0. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. One away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Rogers, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Rosario tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 2-0.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Next pitch is outside. Two out, space is empty. And a foul ball. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And a big swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation,
and he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So one left for Pittsburgh. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning, and now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Skeens back to work. That one at triple digits. That misses, and that's ball 1. And a pitch. Foul ball there. On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. His first at bat was a strikeout. There's a strike. Hit in the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Top of the third, no score. Pickoff move to first. Mullins back in on a dive. Fastball for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Falling behind 2-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
And now it's Juan Soto. Runner takes off. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Set for the bottom of the third. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Fought off foul. The lefty fires. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So now back to the top of the order. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's...
Over to second for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
That misses off the outside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And now the lefty. Here goes the runner. Throw to second. Ow!
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Here comes a pitch. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Brian Reynolds here. He's 0 for 1. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Kiner-Falefa on the go. That one fouled off. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Here's a 1-2. Got him looking. And that will end the inning. Pirates leave one, and we are still scoreless. Back here in Pittsburgh, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Juan Soto. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. That's in there. Strike one. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches. 26 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. And the right-hander deals. Pitch misses. Ball one. Fights it off. He'll see another. A 1-2. And that just misses. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Go ahead run on base. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in there. That's strike one.
You know, these Orioles just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swings and misses at one down below the zone.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
0-2 now. Just missed. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. And a 3-2. And there's ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
One down. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. That one misses. 1-0.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
2 on, 1 out. High in the air, out to right. Brings it in. Runner tags away with runners at the corners. Here's Adley Rutschman. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Just missed. Corners are occupied with 2 down. That misses, and the count is 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one off the mark. Ball 3. Colton Cowser waiting on deck for the Orioles. Smoked on the ground a second, and that is that. Orioles strand a couple. Still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Joey Bart now. Cade Povich gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And a pitch. Now one missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And off the base of the wall. Soto gets it back in quickly. Runner holds it second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Bart leads off second with nobody out. Out to short. Henderson over to first in time. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. So digging in, Nick Gonzalez. Grounded out his first time up. Fastball for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. That's back some more. And it's gone. He powers that one out of here. And the Pirates take the lead. It's 2-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets to jog around the bases. Good for him.
Yastrzemski batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Boog, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Still only one out here in the inning. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That misses, and the count even 1-1. 2 down, nobody on here in the second game of the series. And that's a strike. Two outs. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. The pitch. On the ground, out to short. Henderson. That's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Colton Cowser. The wind of the pitch.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The wind to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count 1-2. Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. One down, base is empty.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And downstairs. That one misses. 3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Left-hand batter waits, and that's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Little chopper rolls foul. The Orioles trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Gonzalez over to second, and that's 2. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Pirates 2 and the Orioles nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. The pitch. That clips a corner.
You know, these Pirates doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's O'Neal Cruz, 1 for 2. Hayes on at first, nobody out.
Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Up next for the Pirates, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Nabs it. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. That's inside. In the air, right field. He's got it, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Pittsburgh as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at PNC Park, top of the 6th inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Ahmed Rosario. Schemes back to work. In for a strike, 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jose Cisnero preparing to come on if needed. Moreta also throwing. On the ground, right side. Gonzalez whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Juan Soto. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Checks his swing, appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. 1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Right-hander kick steals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees. So that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Ryan O'Hearn will hit next. Out towards left center. Cruz heads towards it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Pirates 2 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Joey Bart. As the lefty gets to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot.
Chopped left side. Henderson. On to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Josh Bell at the plate now. The switch hitter batting right. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Bell over at first with 1 away. High fly ball out to center field. Mullins settles under it. Brings it in. That's out number 2. Mike Yastrzemski up here. He's 0 for 1. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Rutschman on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Pirates leave 1, but they hold the 2-0 lead. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. And he deals. And that one fouled off.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
In there at the knees. That's strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Righty delivers. That one not close. 1-2 to count. Goes down looking.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Hit in the air, right field. Yastrzemski settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
The catcher, number 35, Adley.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive, base hit. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Paul Steens gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Aroldis Chapman comes in to take over.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Runner at first with 2 away. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Tying run at the plate. Line drive. Cruz makes the grab on the run. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now the DH, Liover Peguero. First pitch misses. And that's a little high. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He tried to jam him inside with the cutter, and he got it in there, but I have a feeling he was sitting on that pitch, that location, because he was all over. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Yeah, the batter now up the middle, makes a sliding stop. Henderson tossed to second on a Mountcastle. It's a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Now it's going to be O'Neal Cruz. Upstairs. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And it's a ball and a strike. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Will Vest.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And the pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ball one, no strikes.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The tying run at the plate. And there's the strike.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Stays alive. Tying run at the plate. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, it was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off. Fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Late swing fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. Oh, 0-2 now. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Right-handed reliever, and that's outside. The Orioles down by a pair here in the 2nd game of the series. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Out to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Juan Soto now. This guy with light tower power. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
The 0-1. And that one sliced foul. And the righty deals. And ball one. Next pitch misses way outside. Righty to the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Kicks and deals.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ryan O'Hearn next to bat for Baltimore. 2 outs. Laced down the line, and now maybe extra bases. Mullins round second, heads for third. Coming home. Relay throw home. Safe.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now we see Raisel Iglesias out of the bullpen.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
So 2 down. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan O'Hearn. 1 for 3. That one misses, and that's ball one. Soto at second with 2 down. Late on that fastball. So the tying run at second, and a count 1-2. And here it comes. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And the pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fights that one away, still 1-2. In the dirt, but kept close. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Blake Treinen.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
And a pitch. Out to short. Henderson throws to first. That takes care of Connor Falefa.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Up next for the Pirates, Ryan Reynolds. There's a swing and a drive. That one is back. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And that's a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So, man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Joey Bart. Just missed. On a strike, the pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it. One out and a runner at second here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. In there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Pirates 2 and the Orioles 1. Now, and on the mound, the closer, Joe Jimenez.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Here comes a pitch. And that one hit to first, and it's just foul. That was close. And strike 2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Cruz heads towards it. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in. Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
That one drifts inside. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Base hit center field.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Making a move at first. On to run for Baltimore, Jorge Mateo. Runner takes off. They pitch out. Safe at second with a stolen base. So the tying run at second. Pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Oh, they're applying pressure. Quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
Man at second, and that one fouled off. Kicks and fires. And another ball with the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. Rutschman retired.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Orioles down to their final out. Now the left fielder, Colton Cowser. And that's outside. And that is ball 1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
That one ripped, but foul. Here's a 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. That one a little bit high. 3-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Cedric Mullins up next. Mateo stands at second with 2 gone. And he walked him.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, 2 outs. Now here is Cedric Mullins trying to deliver as the hero. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And the right-hander deals. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And then 1 strike away. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
They said the paper rocket hot turn you to ashes. Only thing